Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we get ready for the holiday season as the annual Holiday of Lights event was held at the municipal complex to light the township menorah and Christmas tree with a special visitor all the way from the North Pole. We welcome Zoo Jersey to the East Brunswick Public Library along with some furry friends for an entertaining and educational visit. We have information on the Lost Souls Memorial Project, where an effort is underway to create a memorial for the victims of a vicious slave trade that operated out of East Brunswick in the early 1800s. And we drop in on Memorial Elementary School, where they held a special assembly to honor the men and women of our armed services. All this and much more, so stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
So on this holiday season, as we finish celebrating Thanksgiving, on this first night of Hanukkah, and as we light our magnificent Christmas tree, can we all make for me one promise, that each day, each one of us performs one act of kindness. If someone is struggling, don't pass by, offer a helping hand. If you are blessed with plenty, donate to those who may suffer silently without. Instead of criticism, offer praise. Instead of pointing out somebody's mistakes, celebrate their successes. If somebody is constantly mean on Facebook, unfriend them. Remember, you do not make yourself look good by making other people look bad. And let us resolve to restore a sense of civility in a world as we enter this timeless season of hope.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I just want to say happy holidays to everybody. It's so great to see so many people coming out for this event and people from all different backgrounds. So it's great to have everybody here. One thing I did read in the paper this week was the Aldersgate Food Pantry, and just talking about all of the great things, and it's right nearby, so it's one way that we can each just drop something off or go in and do a little work there and help out. It's a great thing that we have that benefits everybody in our community. So best wishes and happy holidays.
It's so heartwarming to see so many people here tonight coming out for our tree lighting and our menorah lighting. Truly shows the community that we have, and it's so nice to see everybody. Thank you all for coming.
We ready?
Yeah.
Let's start. 10, 9, 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. How are we doing today? All right. So obviously, you know, we're here to have a really fun time with some animals. We're going to start it off with a tradition, basically, here at Zoo Jersey, which is an animal that I like to start off every show with. And he's pretty special. He's got quite a following these days. I'm going to bring him out and introduce him to you guys. This is my laughing kookaburra. You knew a kookaburra? You've seen a kookaburra before? Yes. Nice. Has anybody else seen a kookaburra here before? A couple of you? Has anyone here ever heard a kookaburra before? Yeah. You know what? I'm willing to bet that every single one of you have heard the noise, look, that a kookaburra makes. Because for some reason, if you've ever watched any movie at all that has a jungle scene in it, they will always use the noise from a laughing kookaburra in the jungle scene. Now, let's give it a try. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go! Keep going, go! Keep going. Stop. Okay, so, thank you. So, do you recognize that noise now? Yeah, I just ruined it for you. Anytime you watch a movie with a rainforest scene, you're gonna be like, I heard that in New Jersey, all right? You might show it off a little bit and make those cool dinosaur noises. And then it's gone, right? All in one shot. I'm going to introduce you to our first girl. She is actually very special because she's a pet of mine for almost 10 years now. It's actually 9 years. So she's about 14 or 15 years old. So I would really appreciate if you guys were gentle with her so she is not nervous or scared, okay? And remember, she is my pet, so do not fall in love. She's coming home with me, okay? Hi, girl. You might hear some weird noises when I open this up. I promise it's not my stomach. Hi, come here. Hi, girl. Okay, this girl is really special. You ready to meet her? Okay. Here, isn't she cute? What do you? What? Yeah, it's my tarantula, Rosie. Yeah, right? She's cool, isn't she? She is super sweet. Okay, she looks a lot like one, but no, she is actually a rose hair tarantula, and this is as big as she's gonna get. She's not one of the bigger spiders. This is. Yes. This is Lola, the chinchilla. You're okay. You're fine. All right, now don't lick him. Oh, okay. You are now a mountain in South America. Put your tongue back in. Okay. I know, but if it's something disgusting, don't put your tongue out on it. Okay. So, our chinchillas live on the cliff sides of South America where it is very, very cold, and sometimes it can be a little stormy. Now, they like to hang out on these cliff edges because not only are they cute, but they are super delicious if you're a fox or a hawk or an owl. So they stand on these edges, on these ledges, so they can see everything around them and avoid their predators, right? But if it gets too foggy or stormy, they will move to the top of the mountain. Okay, good. And I have a stunt, Olaf. This is Olaf. He is one of our newer chinchillas, and yes, he is a chinchilla. They come in different colors, believe it or not, and he is of a different color. This is not a frog. This is a cane toad, or also known as a marine toad. And this toad is causing major devastation all around the world. Right here, behind its head, it has 2 very large poison glands. And in there, it stores its poison. When it gets scared, it will spread that poison all around its body immediately. And anything that tries to eat it or bite it will get a mouthful of that poison and will either end up getting very sick or will die. It's very powerful stuff. Now, the worst part is not the poison, but it's the other defense that this animal has. And that is that when she feels scared, she will turn around And she can basically pee on anybody in this room that she wanted to. Yeah, it's a nasty defense, and they always go for the eyes. That is their defense. They will usually try to go to the bathroom in the face of a predator. You sure? No, she doesn't want to. Ah! And this is why I'm single. No, so nothing happened. Nothing happened. But still, you'll notice one cool thing though is, unfortunately, she thought I was gonna eat her. So she's now swelling up with air. So for those of you who said alligator, you're halfway right. And for the rest of you who said snapping turtle, you're also halfway right, because this is an alligator snapping turtle. Now this is a lot different from the ones that we have here in New Jersey. Just like that, it happens. Now, did anybody want a brochure, by the way? Have us come to your house? Yeah, no, maybe anybody? You sure? Okay, this is Bess the Burmese python, and he is very, very special because he is actually 24 years old. He's one of the oldest snakes in our collection now. He belonged to somebody else for 20 of those years. All right, everyone. Thank you very, very much. I hope you guys had a great morning, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, boss. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rich Walling, lifelong resident of East Brunswick, and today I'm joined by Reverend Karen Johnston, Menorah Caldwell, and Miss Toni Hendricks to talk about the Lost Souls Public Memorial Project, about a time and an event that happened right here in our town of East Brunswick. So, Reverend Karen, why don't you give a little bit of background about the Lost Souls Public Memorial Project, and we'll just go on from there.
Sure. 200 years ago this year, 1818, a horrible event happened, actually a series of events, where a corrupt Middlesex County judge used and abused his power and sold away 138, probably more, African Americans, taking away their freedom, selling them to the Deep South. They were from this area, from this region, but he lived in East Brunswick. And we at the Lost Souls Public Memorial Project are trying to make sure that those folks who are members of our community are remembered back, that we build a memorial so that that history is not erased, but remembered as part of the healing of our national project. And so it's amazing that we have this opportunity right here to be able to do that. So all year we have been having events to educate the community, and we have an amazing event coming up really soon.
Super. And just for folks to know, behind me and between Toni and myself is a list, a partial list of the people who were taken, many of whom were children and very young adults. So it's really an incredible period of our local history that folks don't know. And then we have, of course, on December 16th, a very special program, a Day of Remembrance. Menorah, why don't you talk about that for a moment?
The Day of Remembrance is going to be right here at the library on the 16th, as you say, from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Its intent is to do just that, to remember the people who were here and to bring them back to the community where they would have lived over time. We have the opportunity to partner with wonderful groups who will be part of our celebration of life, really, here. The New Jersey State Council on the Humanities have given us a grant to educate the community and to help us to bring the lost souls back. We will have an afternoon that will feature poetry and dance and literary readings, and someone really who can trace her ancestry right back to one of the people who were snatched away. So it will be an afternoon where we have the opportunity to just reflect on how inhumane the circumstances were, but how we have the opportunity to bring redress, to remember, to bring justice, to make sure that our families who would have been here are never forgotten.
Absolutely, and it's interesting you mentioned the genealogist who'll be speaking, Teresa Vega from Manhattan. She is a world-renowned genealogist. She has a blog. She's been on TV spots with Ancestry.com and other groups and organizations. And she has been able to link genetically with several people in the Deep South who are related through DNA with her. And she'll be talking about that linkage. So not only remembering people across time, but also across the distance between the Northeast where we are and the Deep South with this. The ending of these lives occurred, unfortunately.
Exactly. And we don't really know how many of us would have been associated with the people who were stolen away. Our history was stolen as they were stolen. So we are glad to have Teresa with us, and the rest of us can sort of think about what might have been.
Absolutely. Now, Tony, I know you're active in very many organizations, some of which are involved with this program and with the whole Lost Souls Public Memorial Project. What would you like to share with us today?
Well, today I'm here representing the New Brunswick area branch of the NAACP as the Civic Engagement Chair. And we are very, very proud to partner with the Unitarian Society of East Brunswick, with the African American Genealogy Society, with the East Brunswick Human Relations Commission, and many other community members, and forgive me for not having them all right at the tip of my tongue. But we are very, very honored to participate in this wonderful program that May has put together here at the library. What a wonderful space to tell the history. The history that we'll be talking about actually predates the beginning of the NAACP by over 100 years. So we are pleased that there's a program being brought to the public that doesn't just start with the civil rights, modern day civil rights movement, but highlights the history of this state as it relates to the African American population.
And Reverend Karen, just for a moment, why East Brunswick again? Can you drive that point home, why we're doing it here, specifically in East Brunswick?
Absolutely. So the corrupt judge who benefited financially and with his power, who was the cause of these stolen lives, he had a home here in East Brunswick, and he was a Middlesex County judge. So this, even though this impacts the region, it's part of the history, it is something that we have an accountability to raise up and to make sure is not forgotten. One of the things that I'm really excited about on December 16th, the event that's happening here at the library, that Mavonia is our primary organizer, is that we'll be looking at some of the design concepts that have been developed, because one of the things that the grant from the New Jersey Council for the Humanities has given us a chance is this year is to walk out this idea to community members, to get input and impressions about how can we best honor these lives and bring them back here. Right. And so I'm really hoping that a lot of people from East Brunswick, from Middlesex County, come to this event December 16th, 2 p.m., because there's going to be, like you said, singing and poetry and just a lot of amazing engagement, but also this chance to talk about the concepts for the design of this memorial.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So, May, Reverend Karen mentioned that at the program on December 16th, some of the artistic representations will be available, but they're not the only ones. Could you just talk a little bit about that?
Yes. One of the things we're happy about is the opportunity to solicit responses from other artists or groups who may well have some suggestions and some participation in the way that the final design will be decided and executed.
And it's important that the displays or the monuments that will come in the future will contain the names of the lost souls.
Yes.
So.
Yes, it's an African tradition to name people to keep them alive. And that is one of the things we'll be doing in creative ways on the afternoon of the 16th. You will hear the names of the people who we can still find in our history. and we'll speak them and bring them to life.
It's very powerful that they will be remembered. And so we hope that you will be able to join us on December 16th for this Day of Remembrance of the Lost Souls, something that happened here in East Brunswick, but that affected not only their generation, but their generation that echoes down to the present day. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Rich.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. Come join us for a fabulous veteran celebration here at Memorial School.
I really think it is special. It speaks to the community here in East Brunswick. It speaks to the Board of Education. It speaks to the staff and the teachers that they want to, on a special day like Veterans Day, take the time to recognize the service of veterans in all of the services who have sacrificed so much for the freedoms that we enjoy today. I think it's important to understand the hardships. I think it's important for, at this particular level, at the elementary school, for kids to be exposed to the sacrifices that others do for them. In particular, our military veterans, those that are serving now, those who have served in the past, and those who have sacrificed. We have wounded warriors in our communities. Many of these children as they grow up, or some of these children as they grow up, are going to want to pursue careers. And so I think it's an important thing to expose them to. As I remember learning in elementary school, is that freedom isn't free. Someone's paying the price for it somewhere.
So this is our 5-year anniversary, and it's very special to me because over the last 5 years, I've seen it grow from an idea that I had when I first went to the principal, and I went to Tommy Coolhill over at VFW Post 133 and said, we have children in school on Veterans Day, and I thought it would be a really nice thing to do something that educates them about the importance of this day. So this is my 5th year, it's the 5-year anniversary, but it's also a little bit bittersweet because it's my last year in the school. So I've watched it grow. I'm incredibly impressed with Mrs. Jones, with the staff and students. Ms. Ramba, Ms. Calderona, the student council have taken these children, and truly it's their program. They run the program. They've done everything. The songs are beautiful. If you want to hear angels sing, it's children all together singing patriotic songs. And the people that have come to support us have been phenomenal. And every year it gets better and better. And as I said, I thank you to the men and women that truly do. They give for our country and for us and for every child that goes to school. They should understand the significance of what that is. And these children here at Memorial Elementary School truly do.
They do, and it was a beautiful ceremony. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for making Veterans Day so special here at Memorial.
Thank you, Barbara.
We're so grateful that we have this each and every year, our 5th annual Veterans Day celebration. We're very lucky that our student council and PTA work collaboratively to put this together.
And the name of the school itself, Memorial, it's become a home for this Veterans Day celebration.
Yes, we are so fortunate that we are Memorial School, and it's a great way to teach our children about what it means to be Memorial School and our branches, our armed forces, and how we honor them each and every year.
Thank you for joining us here at Memorial School for the 5th annual Veterans Celebration. We hope you enjoyed the ceremony as much as we did.
The Township of East Brunswick and Mayor Brad Cohn recently unveiled and dedicated newly completed bike paths that run throughout the township. A small ceremony was held outside of Warnsdorfer Elementary School, where the bike path connects Hardenberg Lane with Dunham's Corner Road. The stretch of bike paths along Dunham's Corner Road and Cranberry Road make up the longest paths in East Brunswick, and it is the hope of the mayor that the alternative transportation modes in this area will help ease traffic while also creating a safe form of exercise. The project was also supported by Keep Middlesex Moving, a nonprofit organization specializing in transportation management, and the Central Jersey Bicycle Club, a local organization of cyclists who aim to promote the social and recreational benefits of cycling.
Melissa Hosick, and I invite you to attend one of our upcoming December events for adults at the East Brunswick Public Library. All are open to the public. On Sunday, December 9th at 2 p.m., join us for a concert featuring Strings of the World, including erhu, pipa, harp, and santur. This program is sponsored by the Friends of the Library. On Wednesday, December 12th at 1 p.m., historian Paul White will present a fascinating look at Paris, the City of Lights. This program is co-sponsored by the Brandeis National Committee Middlesex Chapter. During the week of December 10th, join the library for our Tech Week, featuring programs for adults including online safety, sewable LEDs, a DIY photo booth, and more. For a full schedule, please visit ebpl.org. Learn about our other events, such as arm knitting, blood drive, film festivals, and more. Visit ebpl.org/calendar or follow us on social media. We hope to see you in December.